Let's say hello to new Mets manager Carlos Mendoza, joining us from Citi Field. Carlos, good morning. Meet Ron Darling.
Hi, Carlos.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, good.
Ron, nice to meeting you.
Great
Pleasure to meet you, and I can't wait to meet you in person.
Great to have you on. And first, congratulations. Hard work your entire career has led to this, and just a whirlwind the last couple of days, right?
Yeah, it's been crazy but amazing. Try to enjoy as much as possible. And the fact that my family was able to come up for the press conference meant a lot to me. We've been through a lot. It's been a grind, a lot of sacrifices, as you guys know. And it was important for all of us to be together for such a special day, and we enjoyed it. So yeah, it's been crazy, but it's been great.
You know, it's interesting. You had your children there and your wife, and they also have to give up so much for baseball life. But it was nice to see your parents there. They must be so proud.
Yeah, they're everything to me, right? And for them to have that opportunity to come up here to the United States, all the way from Venezuela, and experience that. And such a special day, especially because it was my mom's birthday, so it was a perfect gift for her. But like I said it on the press conference, they're everything for me. The best coach, my best mentor, my dad, and then they're always been there to support me and guide me. So it was special.
You know, you spent the last couple of seasons in the same clubhouse as Luis Rojas, one of the great guys in baseball, talented guys in baseball. Were you able to have any conversations with Luis about the great things and challenges of managing the New York Mets?
Well, coming from the other side of town, I'm pretty familiar with the expectations and, how passionate the fan base are and how much they want to win, right? I think it was more like about the people from the organization that, he knows those guys from his previous experience here. So I reached out to him when David first called me and I was preparing for the interview and going into the process. So Louis was a big help for me in kind of just identifying some of those personalities and the people that I was going to be meeting with. So he was very helpful. And look, I go way back with Louis because we managed against each other back in 2010 when we were in the minor league. So yeah, and then we had the opportunity to work together for the past couple of years. So I consider him as a friend.
Carlos, you're joining us for the benefit of our viewers from your new office at Citi Field, and we see the photos on the wall behind you. And in the Mets manager's office, as is the case with many managers' office, you have some of your predecessors behind you. I see Terry Collins, I see Willie. Let me ask you this question. If you had a chance to add some of the most important figures in your baseball career to a picture wall behind you, whose picture would be up there? Who are those people that have been so important to you?
People that it's important to me. Well, I'll start with Mark Newman. And I mentioned his name during the press conference because he was the first guy that gave me the opportunity to become a coach, right? And then the managerial career in the minor leagues. And, he ran player development for way too many years with the Yankees, right? But then Willie Randolph was huge mentor for me. Reggie Jackson, another guy that just putting those guys here will be great. I know Yankee fans will kill me for it.
That's okay. He's an Oakland A to me. Don't worry.
But yeah, there's so many people that I could sit here and just go through it and just put so many pictures around these walls. But yeah, I'm just grateful for the opportunity and because I came through so many people that helped me and that had a hand on Carlos Mendoza's career.
Mendy, I just wanted to ask you, a lot of times when you get your first managerial job, sometimes it's a rebuild. It's certainly not there with your team. You've got a good foundation of real solid players.
Yeah, and that was one of the first things that excited me when I first started talking to David. Not only like great people that I was had the opportunity to work with, but just the foundation, like that core group of position players, especially that you said. This team was a pretty good team in 2022. And the fact that a lot of those guys are still on our roster is exciting, and that's why I know David and his people are working really, really hard to continue to make improvement. But I'm really excited for the current roster, and I can't wait to get going.
I will have one final question for you, Carlos. I wish we had more time, but I'll speak on behalf of the entire traveling party with this question, culture question. Dress code on the road. Are we going full false hustle, suit and tie, or can we relax a little bit?
I think there's a balance, right? But I'm a big believer that you got to dress like a big leaguer. You got to represent the organization on and off the field. But there's also going to be times where, those long flights, especially going to the West Coast, that you have to be relaxed. So this is a conversation that I will have with some of the players and some of the traveling party people, and then we'll go from there. But I'm a big believer that you represent the franchise on and off the field, with dignity and, in a great way. So.
Perfect answer.
Nice.
Well played, my friend. Well played. Carlos, congratulations on the job. Everybody's so looking forward to watching you work and getting started with the Mets. Thanks for taking some time with us, and we look forward to visiting with you again soon.
Thanks for having me, guys.